So Shirley Raines normally spends her days trying to make the people on Skid Row feel, well, normal, bringing the homeless food, clothes, personal hygiene things, hair and makeup items, all through her nonprofit, Beauty to the Streets. She is now doing the same thing on college campuses, which might surprise some of you, but people don't always look like what they're going through.
I think people are confused about what the face of homelessness looks like, what the face of lack looks like.
Just like there are levels to wealth, Shirley Raines wants the world to know there are levels to poverty, too.
Sleeping on a couch, sleeping in your car, that is one level of homelessness, and these children suffer.
And more than you might know. Danielle Munoz is Director of Basic Needs at CSU Long Beach. She says 42% of the students at this school have trouble finding food regularly. More than 12% struggle to find housing. She says just this semester alone, her department has helped nearly 40 students move out of their cars into a home with emergency funds and food. And she says the problem has gotten worse.
We started to hear from students that they're making choices like, do I pay for rent or do I pay for food? Do I pay for my books? Do I pay for my rent? And now they're making choices. And a lot of times when students make those choices, they're choosing to pay for rent so they don't get evicted.
And that leaves them without money for books or transportation or even food.
They start to feel like they don't belong here. And that's the point where we don't want a student to feel that way.
She wants students to know that even during those really challenging times, they're cared about. Isaac Julian knows all about those low times. He's student body president, and he used to live in his car.
There is a stigma that college students are broke, but no one really ever does anything about it. A lot of students live in their car, and, you know, some of them don't like to speak up, and that's totally understandable, right?
So he speaks up for them by sharing his story.
I want to make sure that students know that
They're not alone.
they're not alone, right? That you can make the most of your situation and you can still achieve great things.
We have enough if everybody takes one for 300 people to get something.
That's all Raines wants too. She and her nonprofit have stocked the campus pantries so students can take home groceries for free. Her food truck serves them a delicious hot meal, vegan options included, also for free. And there is also this table full of goodies. Yes, all for free.
We want to get everybody in, guys. Come on.
Raines knows some question the importance of beauty and hygiene items, but she's quick to point out, from job interviews to internships to the kind of healthy social and dating life that's so important to people this age, it's critical to keep up with your personal hygiene. Plus, as she says, how you look affects how you feel.
If I had another life, I would have chosen something a little better, memories, you know, books and walking through campuses, and that's not the memories I have. And the last thing they need to remember is being hungry through those memories, being without through those memories, watching the next girl go to a dance and having makeup on, but they don't want to go to the dance because they say they're tired, but real talk, they don't got the money or they can't go to the dance, you know? I don't like these kids to be in need like this.
I wanted to know where her passion comes from. Through tears, she tells me, I was them.
For these children to get up through crisis, they are standing in line right now during finals, after finals. They are waiting in line for supplies. Like they are fighting.
Yeah, they really are fighting. You know, many students are working full time and still some of them either don't have the money to fly home during holiday breaks, things like that, or don't even have anywhere to go. So some of the kids are stuck on campus, mostly alone, very few options for food. And then think about when the other students come back. They're excited. They're talking about their families. They got to relax. These kids are stuck with kind of the sadness of what they went without. And then also, you're sleeping in your car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, Shirley actually says around 300 students at CSU Long Beach couldn't go home for Thanksgiving. And now we're in the middle of winter break. And so we're thinking about kids experiencing this again. So if you want to help, you can give money, you can purchase items, or volunteer with Shirley's organization. You can go to beautytothestreets.org/donate. And it's beauty 2 with the number 2. And streets has a Z at the end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The style.
By the way, today is Shirley's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And I think this issue really got highlighted and also made worse because of the pandemic. I think you mentioned because so many students were kind of stuck where they were because of the pandemic and isolated and couldn't move back to homes or wherever they needed to go. And so, yeah, the need out there is so great.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten worse since the pandemic, but I think a lot of people don't realize that it's always been a thing. It's always been a big deal. College students who sleep in their car, who live, and they're embarrassed to ask for help. And I think what's great about what she does is she's just trying to cut out the stigma, cut out the shame. And she always says there's no shame in asking for what you need.
Well, when you see that line, it really puts things in perspective. Also, what she said is important, that there are levels of homelessness. I think sometimes we make this blanket statement, or we just like categorize everyone in this one giant bubble, and there's different situations, different circumstances, different levels.
Just the same as everybody who's wealthy is not Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Just the same, everybody who's struggling isn't, you know what I mean? Yeah, there are
that was a
levels.
really good piece.
Thank you.
Who edited that?
Tashaka.
Gotta give credit, always.
As always.
And whoever shot that, right?
Yes. And so I'm happy.
You guys made a
great
really
team.
good piece together,